Good morning from the boardwalk. I'm going to try to do my best here to give you a little tour of the grounds. As you can see, here's the main entrance to the boardwalk. You can see some of the rooms over here to my left. They're trying to make it look like an Atlantic City area hotel, Atlantic City boardwalk, and you can kind of see like the apportionments that they're doing with like the awnings. That is a very typical thing for the Jersey Shore, and also it feels like the buildings are slightly different next to each other. I think they're doing a really good job with that kind of theming. Again, there's a nice shot of the main lobby. I really like that lit up boardwalk entranceway. To the right, you see this walkway. And that walkway leads down to the bus stop. You'll catch buses here for Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom mostly. They do run buses for Hollywood Studios and Epcot, but you can walk to Epcot, and I will show you that walk shortly. But there is the bus stop, and we actually have a great Goofy bus there that's picking up people for Magic Kingdom. I didn't want to get too close. There's a whole bunch of families with kids. But yeah, the bus stop is down that walkway. Here we see the boardwalk portico. The sign is there to the left. And the main entrance there, we have some bell services desk, which is right here. And we also have main passenger drop-off right underneath the portico. And they kind of have it set up like a watchtower. There's a lot of these kinds of buildings and structures on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. You can even see they have like a little balcony up there, and it's a pretty beautifully themed building. So to my right is that small bell services desk and valet parking, and they also have the main entrance. The main entrance is rather lovely. Disney's Boardwalk Villas and Disney's Boardwalk Inn welcome with the signs and the bunting. Really, really nice touch. So over here you see the main entrance, and to the right of the main entrance is this staircase that leads you down to the actual boardwalk. I will be taking that staircase later. I'm going to go and show you the main lobby. When you come into the first set of double doors, you come into this grand entranceway. Has some beautifully appointed furniture, very like 1930s boardwalk kind of a look to it. They have these carousel horses in the rugs, and they have this gorgeous leafed lamp up here in the ceiling. Hopefully you can see that, but it's pretty cool. I like the marbling pattern in the light. If you remember my one rule of Disney, as you walk into the double doors into the main lobby, always look up, because that seahorse chandelier is gorgeous. And it's up in that watchtower that I was pointing out before, with these beautiful mirrors, and I'm setting off the doors like a ninny. And over here is the Disney Vacation Club desk, because this is a vacation club. To the right is the Disney's Boardwalk Inn Hotel, which is the regular hotel for standard Disney guests. And to my left, and I'll zoom in on it when I get over there, is the entrance for the Boardwalk Villas. One of the lobby details that I really like is this carousel. It is just gorgeous, and it's in top of this waiting room sofa that they have here. But look at the detail in those horses. Just an amazing piece of art right here in the main lobby. You also have these really cool structures right by the door, trying to give you that old school boardwalk feel. I believe that's called an Olympic torch, but I could be wrong. But that's, if I remember correctly, that art style is called an Olympic torch. So here is the main lobby. It's got a huge vaulted ceiling. We're going to talk more about that in a second when I get a little closer. But you can see this really, really well appointed. And like I said, 1920s, 1930s kind of style, like heyday of the Atlantic City Boardwalk kind of look to it. They even play that style of music. There's also a scent that's pumped in here. I can't quite place what the different pieces of it are, but it's great. We have, again, there's the Disney Boardwalk Inn, and then we have the main desk with concierge and valet services over here to my left. They have these gorgeous paintings up over the desks, and if you look carefully, you might recognize a certain castle in that painting. I thought it was a rather nice little Disney touch. One of the other things that I like about this lobby is they are trying very hard to keep that boardwalk kind of feel. They have that's an old swing from like a boardwalk ride. And then over here they have this really cool little mini roller coaster with a loop-de-loop in it, and people forever stuck in that loop-de-loop. But the thing I want to talk about is Lucy the elephant. That is Lucy the elephant. And there's an actual Atlantic City structure called Lucy, and that's the little tribute to Lucy the elephant. And I think that's really awesome that they have that little tribute in here because they are trying to do the Atlantic City Boardwalk. Now, one of the things that people like to joke about are these nanny chairs. That's these creepy looking structures sitting there with the feet. But the nanny chairs actually have names. And a nanny chair was actually put on carousels for the children's nannies to sit on. And there is belief that these nanny chairs like to roam the hotel. And it's really kind of funny. I'm going to check their names real quick and I'll let you know which one's which. But they do actually have names. So that one's Alex, spelled A-L-I-X. And that one to the left is Paul. And there's some people, there's even Facebook pages dedicated to them who believe that these nanny chairs actually move around the resort. Just a quick note that right off the main lobby normally will be a store called Dundy's Sundries, currently not operating. You have to go to the screen door out on the boardwalk. We are going to head to the boardwalk shortly. So right there is the main lobby doors, and the main lobby doors lead out onto this beautiful porch, which overlooks this little garden plaza. Now I'm going to warn you, there is a leaf blower doing his job, so I might have to cut in and out on this video, but this is the garden. If you've seen the tour of my room, this is the garden that I can look at. I am pretty sure my room is right over here. Fourth floor, that is the room that I'm staying in right there. So it's a gorgeous view of this garden, and this is their the like hub grass, fake grass, but they use this for all kinds of things. They put movies out here, they do yoga out here. I've seen all kinds of things out there. So as I said earlier, this staircase leads down to the boardwalk. I'm gonna attempt to go down it. So once you come down the stairs, you get to come out onto this beautiful land. We have a Disney bird visiting the grounds. Very beautiful. I always forget what they're called. I want to say that it's a crane, but I don't think so. It might be an ibis. I'll look it up, and at some point in time, maybe I'll put it on the information underneath it. But just roaming the grounds, look like he's hunting for food, some bugs. Come down the staircase, which is right there behind me, that I pointed out earlier, and you lead out onto this little green space. Now I'm going to head out to the boardwalk. So back there you can see the staircase that I was talking about, and I walk down this pathway, and when you come out, you're out on the boardwalk for the boardwalk. To the left here you have a number of shops and restaurants and entertainment, and then to the right you have a similar look, but the center of the boardwalk is the hotel. I'm going to kind of show you your way down to the right first and then to the left. First, on the right-hand side from the main hotel, if you're coming away from the main hotel, is you have Flying Fish and Abracadabar. Flying Fish is the signature restaurant here, and Abracadabar is the late-night lounge. It usually opens later, but right now it's currently only open to 11. But right next door to it is Trattoria Al Forno, which is a great character breakfast experience. In normal times, it serves really, really amazing breakfast, and which Michelle and I have had, and they also serve Italian treats at nighttime. As you can tell, people do their fitness out here on the boardwalk. A lot of people will run the boardwalk in the mornings and evenings, usually. So that's a pretty awesome way to get your fitness. In fact, I plan to do that myself. This is one of the Boardwalk Quick Services stands. This is the Boardwalk To Go, and it has a good selection of food. I'm going to show you the menu. So you can see it's hot dogs and fries, so it's kind of supposed to be like a boardwalk vendor. Pulling into the dock there in the center is one of the friendship boats. The dock is in the center of the boardwalk, and you can get rides to Epcot as well as Hollywood Studios, as well as the Swan and Dolphin and Beach Club and the other hotels that are along this lake. So you have this dock here is to my left. It's in the center of the boardwalk, and the friendship boat pulls right up to it and takes you wherever you want to go. A little farther, if you have headed off to the right, you can see Abracadabar and Trattoria Al Forno for your wayfinding. We have the Boardwalk Bakery, and the Boardwalk Bakery is a nice quick service restaurant where you can get delicious treats as well as morning breakfast foods, and it is a walk-in, walk-out quick service. And then for those of you who might remember Ample Hills Creamery, we now have it got replaced just recently with Boardwalk Ice Cream. Ample Hills unfortunately went out of business, but Disney has replaced it with Boardwalk Ice Cream. We were here last night and it was hopping. We didn't go in because it was so busy. And then farther down the way is the ESPN zone. The ESPN zone is a sports bar, basically, and it hasn't opened. There's rumor that it's never going to reopen, so I guess we'll find out. And the main thing I want to point out is this pathway that I'm looking down right now is actually the walkway to Epcot, and at some point in time I will do a video of the walk to Epcot just so you can see how quick it is from the boardwalk, but it gets you there relatively quickly, and you're pretty much in the park right away. It's almost as fast as Beach Club. One of the things that they offer here at the boardwalk are Surry bike rentals. You can ride them up and down the boardwalk. Currently they're not offering those, but you can see the prices here. You can also get your scooters, strollers, and wheelchairs, but the Surry bike rentals are a lot of fun. I've actually done one of those. Those things are tough. If you don't have someone pedaling with you who's working just as hard as you, it can get really hard, but I enjoyed the Surry bikes. So here is Promenade Pier. Promenade Pier leads out into our boat dock that I was pointing out earlier. You can see that the left side goes to Yacht Club, Beach Club, Swan and Dolphin, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and the right side just goes to Epcot. It literally just goes back and forth to Epcot all day long. And you can see one of our friendship boats is pulling out from the dock right now. One cool thing about these friendship boats you may not know is that the steering wheel, it actually rotates the propeller, so it's got 360 degrees of turn and spin. These boats were made specially for Disney, and apparently like the boat captains have to go through special training to use them because a lot of them are used to having a spot where the steering wheel stops, kind of like your car. And on this, if you keep turning it left, it'll keep spinning. So it's kind of an interesting little concept here. And you can see that boat just pretty much did a little pirouette there in the middle of the lake, and off it goes. Continuing on our tour, if you're setting off from the left from the main lobby, remember the staircase, you come down the staircase, go up the street, and then turn left on the boardwalk. You have this funnel cake station. You can tell that they have some fun funnel cakes. Being from Pennsylvania, I've had enough funnel cake, so I don't usually buy it when I'm in Disney, but a lot of people really love these, and you can see the prices and the different flavors they currently have. They do also have fried ice cream, which I do actually enjoy, and I might get that in Disney, but this funnel cake stand is actually kind of nice. Continuing on our journey, as you can see, I came down from the left. There's the funnel cake stand and the main greenery. And over here to my right from where I'm standing is the Screen Door General Store, which is the shopping location here at Boardwalk currently. Sundries is not currently working. So the screen door is where you can get food and supplies, and they also have a little bit extra because this is a DVC resort. They have a little bit extra things like stuff you can cook in your room and a little bit of extra food like that. And then we're gonna head a little bit farther down to our left. A little bit farther left down the boardwalk, we have Thimbles and Threads. It's technically still part of Screen Door because there's Screen Door General Store over there. They're actually kind of connected, but here you can get all your clothing and Disney wear and all the other fun stuff. And right next door to it is the Big River Grille and Brewing Works. Big River Grill and Brewing Works just recently reopened. It does have a nice selection of beers as well as your standard typical brewery grill food. In general, Big River hasn't received really great reviews, but the beer is pretty good. I've had it there before and I enjoy it. A little farther down the way here, pretty much right across from Thimbles and Thread, we have these boardwalk games. Currently there's nothing in them. They don't even have the games set up, but you can see the hoop toss still there in the middle. But in general, there's often like those little boardwalk games that you can find at the Jersey Shore. As I pointed out before, Boardwalk is also a Disney Vacation Club resort, and you can buy into Boardwalk either through resale or through direct purchase from Disney. And they're currently showing off a 2-bedroom villa. They will often show them off now as kind of the way that they're selling DVC on resort properties. And so if you want to come out and check that out, they'll let anybody walk through it. One of the best parts of the Boardwalk, besides the music, because I'm a big fan of that 1920s style jazz, is the view of the Yacht and Beach Club, and then you have a little tiny view of Epcot. You can kind of just see it right there. There's the top of Epcot, a Spaceship Earth, and it's just a beautiful view, especially at night. It's all lit up and just gorgeous, and there is everything that was off to the right from the lobby, and we're coming down, working our way down this walkway, but I just wanted to show off that view. It's just so incredible. I do like this crest of the wave on the top of the hotel here. I do like this very kind of like kitschy look to this part of the hotel. And we're gonna head a little bit farther off to our right. One of the really awesome locations here at the Boardwalk is Jellyrolls, where you actually have dueling pianos. You can tip them and leave requests, and they'll play different things. You can see the dueling piano sign right there. And then off to my right is Atlantic City Dance Hall. They do offer dancing nightly when it's normal times, and they're doing a great job of really kind of providing a space here that feels like the Atlantic City Boardwalk. And the last thing I'm going to show you is that pathway there. That pathway there heads off to the Swan and Dolphin. You can see the top of the hotel there, right there, and then it eventually will lead you over to Yacht and Beach Club, which is over there. Back behind the Atlantic City Dance Hall, you have this really awesome little hidden gem, is this pathway that lets you walk to Hollywood Studios. Now, it takes about 15 minutes. You just head that way. You can see where that lady is walking down there, and that pathway will lead you in about 15 minutes to Hollywood Studios. In my opinion, it is the fastest way to get to Hollywood Studios. I've watched a number of videos where people kind of back that up. So the fastest way from here to Hollywood Studios is not the Skyliner, it's not the boat, it's definitely walking. You'll pretty much get there the fastest every time. Now, if you're not up for walking, you have the Skyliner over by the Epcot International Gateway, and you also have the boat. So either of those would work just fine. One of the last little things here in this little courtyard, this is the green space that's heading back to the main lobby, is the Wyland Gallery. This is a collection of artwork that's put on display for sale here at the Boardwalk, which is a very typical thing actually on the Atlantic City Boardwalk to have galleries like this. So this is actually a nice touch where you can also pick up some great Disney art. One of the things that just reopened here is the arcade. And they just reopened these here in Disney, and this is the arcade. If you're going past the Wyland Gallery, it is off to the right underneath that little walkway. I'll show you right now. So out here there's the green space, and then you come through this hallway and it's here to your right as well. So the arcade just reopened here at Disney property, and it's really backlit, so I'll get it from the other side. And once you've come down that same space, sends to the boardwalk. That sign right there points over here to the Muscles and Bustles Athletic Club, which is how you get to the fitness club. There is actually a number of people in there exercising, so I'm not going to show that to you, but that's how you get to the fitness club, is through that door right there. And that leads us to the pool. So this is the main pool here at the boardwalk. There is also a quiet pool, which I'm going to try to show you on the other side. But this is the main pool at the boardwalk, and you have Leaping Horse Libations, which is made to look like a carousel, and then you have the Keester coaster. Used to have the infamous boardwalk clown that terrified people. You have a lot of seating outside here at the pool, so you can sit and lounge, but it's got a really, really great little space to play in. And the Keester coaster, oh, we just had someone come down it. So the Keester coaster is right there. It used to have a giant clown face right here, if you remember that from people's nightmares. Didn't bother me, but I thought it was pretty cool. You keep along the pool is here to my left, and head down this path over here. We're gonna get to the splash pad. So here at the back side of the pool, you can see the main pool and the chairs there. We have the pool, like kiddie pool, and then we have a little splash pad back here, little playground, boardwalk playground and splash pad. So nice little a place for the children to hang out, especially in that little kiddie pool. And back there you have your towels and bathrooms, and the pool hours are from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. daily. So there you have it, folks, my tour of the Boardwalk Inn. It's a really great hotel. It's got a lot of great amenities, got some great shops, has excellent nightlife, especially in normal times, and you're gonna love staying here. It has both regular rooms and DVC rooms, and I really appreciate the really attention to small details. I mean, minus the nanny chairs. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, please give me a subscribe. I'm gonna try to do all kinds of things, and that's the easiest way you can help out the channel. And lastly, if you have any things you'd like me to see or do, please leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to know what you're thinking. Anyway, I gotta sign off, so you know I don't like to say goodbye because I'm gonna see you real soon. So, see you, bye.